In Page Generator Pro, we have the ability to generate a location-based keyword. Now we have a separate video that covers the screen that you see here and how all of the options work. New to version 5 is the option to choose where that data is fetched from. We can set this by clicking on Settings in the menu and then clicking the Generate Locations tab. You'll see here that the default service is Georocket, and this is provided for free to all Page Generator Pro customers. Alternatively, you can select an AI service from the drop-down list of services. For example, we could select OpenAI or some other AI provider. The advantage of using AI is that more detailed data can be returned for locations. The drawback is most AI models are only aware of larger towns and cities. So your use case will determine whether to use Georocket or an AI service. So on the settings screen here, you'll select the service and enter the API key, clicking Save when done. Once we've done that, we click on Keywords in the menu and then the Generate Locations button. The on-screen interface will be the same as it is for using Georocket. So we'll start by entering a keyword, in this case location, and for output type, we can select some of the usual types of output, for example city, its latitude and longitude. But if we scroll down this list, we'll start to see some additional options here. For example, ethnicity, housing and household data, education, employment, income history, etc. So in this example, let's include a historical overview, the median household income, and let's look at the rainfall. Once I'm happy with the output types I've selected, I'll then be able to scroll down, and in the same way that we can do for Georocket locations, we can choose to constrain by area or radius. The difference when using area is that you won't have an autocomplete when you restrict by regions, counties or cities. So here, if I type in Tennessee, what would happen if we were using Georocket as the location provider is you would be able to select that from a drop-down list. In this scenario, it's a free-form selection. Some spelling errors will be automatically accounted for by the AI, but it's worth trying to provide accurate restrictions if you need to add any here. In this example, we will go ahead and restrict to the state of Tennessee. We could add other constraints here, and once we're happy, we can click Generate Keyword with Locations. Now this process may take a few minutes based on the complexity of your query and the amount of data you're requesting be returned in the output types. After a few moments, we see confirmation that the keyword was generated successfully, and we can click the View Keyword link. And you'll see here that we have less data than we would get from Georocket for the state of Tennessee. However, we have more detail on those major cities. So if we take Nashville, for example, we have the name, its latitude and longitude, the brief history of it, as well as the median household income and the rainfall, in this case in millimeters. If your use case requires location data that is not included in the Generate Location screen, so on the output types, if there's something here that is required that you do not see, another way of doing this is by using the Add Keyword functionality. And again, if we select the AI provider, in this case OpenAI, we have the topic and data columns. Now we've covered this in a separate video, but to give a location-based example here, if we do locations keyword, the topic acts as a prompt to say what do we want. So largest cities in California, and I'd like to return the city population, latitude, longitude, and geographic size. I want to return 10, so I could have the top 10 or the largest 10, the largest 20 if I wanted, but we'll go for 10 in this example, and we'll click on Save. And after a few moments, we can see we've had the 10 largest cities in California returned, each with their name, their latitude, longitude, population and geographic size.